What's going on, everybody? So I had the pleasure of seeing Jurassic World Dominion a couple days before it actually came out, and here are my initial thoughts. Now let me just start out saying that I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan, been a fan since the beginning. That was my childhood. I played the games, read the book, and when I found out that the OG 3 were coming back in the last and final Jurassic Park film, I was excited. But this sentence right here, the epic conclusion of the Jurassic Park era, just is not cutting it for me. Going into this movie, I did not have any expectations, really. I thought it was going to be a solid film. And to be honest, it was a very, very decent film. Dominion, if we strip the movie down to its core, it's basically two separate storylines throughout the whole film. And I thought that was a really, really weird thing to do. I never really knew which storyline to kind of be invested in. Some of the choices that some of the characters did in the movie just didn't make sense. Knowing these characters for a very long time, I know they would not make these decisions if this movie was made back in the day. And there were a couple characters from old movies that show up in this film that didn't even really need to be there. They were just there for fan service. And that's what this movie to me is fan service. I think they brought back the 3 original characters from the OG movies just to sell some tickets, just to get the butts in the seats, when I feel like it was really, really sloppy in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, the acting was not horrible, it was not great, it was solid, but there are some choices that Alan Grant and Ellie would have made in OG movies that they would have never made in this film. A lot of the core scenes were literally copy and paste from old Jurassic Park films. It made me super disappointed. I mean, it was cool seeing them, but also, too, I felt like it was really, really lazy. Now, I'm not saying the movie was literally trash. There are some really good scenes, very, very intense scenes, and I do love the aspect that they brought back some of the practical effects, brought back the practical-looking dinosaurs in some aspects. I thought that was a really, really cool thing. But at the end of the day, out of all the Jurassic Park films, this is probably going to be the last film I would watch out of all the movies. All in all, if you want to just take your kids or your girlfriend or whatnot to the movies and you've never even seen any of these films, you're going to have a blast. If you've only seen a couple of these films and you want to take your boyfriend or your girlfriend on a date, this is a great film for you guys to go watch. But if you are an OG, you've been watching this series from the beginning, you're going to leave a little disappointed in my opinion. I'm going to give Dominion a 6 out of 10 T-Rexes.